How to handle company stock in your 401k at retirement. Hi, I'm Dave Grant. I am a certified financial planner and the founder of Retirement Matters, a financial planning company based in Barrington, Illinois. Now, owning stock in the company you work for is a strange investment. You can feel like you should own it to show loyalty, or that you think you can time the investment based on your knowledge of the company. It can be gifted to you, or given your stature in the company, you are mandated to hold a certain portion of your investments in this stock. Now, many employees don't look at their company stock the way they do their other investments. It's got a weird emotional attachment that goes along with it. Now, the rule of thumb is no more than 10% of your portfolio in one stock, but I would bring this down to 5% if it's also the same company that's providing you an income. While you may think you've got the inside scoop and can make some smart decisions, many people have been burned by this approach and have been left with nothing. But for those who have substantial positions in their company stock inside their 401k, either through choice or otherwise, there are ways to effectively de-risk your situation and make your net worth less beholden to one company. The first option is to dollar cost average out. Now, this method is the reverse of what you've been doing your whole career. Every month you've been purchasing investments regardless of what the market has been doing. Called an automatic investing plan, it's built on the premise of dollar cost averaging, where you invest based on time segments versus different prices in the market. It removes the emotion from investing, and it makes sure that you invest your money while taking advantage of different prices in the stock market. Dollar cost averaging out of a position is just like dollar cost averaging in. In dollar cost averaging out, you determine the time period you would like to divest of the position, either the whole or it can be a partial amount. Then at set time periods over the next 12 to 24 months, you then sell a percentage and put the proceeds into a diversified portfolio. The time frame can be determined on the dollar value of the position, the aggressiveness of your timeline, and sometimes the company's constraints on you remaining invested. Sometimes you don't have a choice. Whatever the timetable, dollar cost averaging out is an unemotional strategy for reducing your risk in a single position. Net unrealized appreciation, otherwise known as NUA. So this is a strategy that can be used for large positions that have grown significantly, thus having a really low basis. So for example, let's say you have 100 shares of stock that you purchased or were given to you at $10 a share. Over time and up until your retirement, they've appreciated and are now worth $100 a share. When they get taken out of your 401k, the whole amount, so the whole $100 a share, is taxed at ordinary income rates. But what if that could be avoided and a capital gains rate was used on the growth of the stock position? But the question I get a lot of times is, my 401k holds other funds than my company stock. How do I navigate this? Now, this question is true for almost anyone using this strategy, and some upfront planning has to be done before using NUA. For example, you've got to wait until you're over 59 and a half and can move funds to an IRA without penalty. Additionally, you can separate from employment and not be subject to these age rules, so that does have a caveat. You'll need to then elect to do a partial 401k rollover and roll over everything but the company stock to an IRA, and then that just leaves the company stock in the 401k. As the NUA process states that all the holdings in the 401k must be transferred to the taxable account, that now doesn't pose a problem because the only thing you have in your 401k is the company stock. You then initiate the process, pay the immediate income taxes on the stock basis, and hold the stock in the taxable account for longer than 12 months to get the preferential tax treatment. At that point, you can start to sell off the stock and diversify at a pace you're comfortable with. While the best scenario is that the 401k is fully diversified and doesn't contain any single stock positions, there are ways to manage these scenarios should they be apparent. Until next time, enjoy the day.